A very good, happy Monday morning to everyone out there across the Wombles community and beyond. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather and odd forecast courtesy of On Target. Taking a look out here across the surface map this morning, folks, there's two features that we're keeping our eyes on and watching that is of interest here near our vicinity. We have got the ongoing Hurricane Debby located down here right off of the Big Bend in Florida that's currently making impact, going to be making landfall already or as we speak here over the next hour or so. We're also watching this cold front that's slowly but surely sagging down to the south and east towards the area. Now, the good news is we're finally going to be getting in on a quieter weather pattern throughout the vast majority of this week. There are currently 0 rain chances in the forecast, but we will see some sensible changes with the arrival of this cold front here as we progress and we work over the course of the next 5 to 7 days. Getting a look across the region, Beech Tree News Skycam showing crystal clear skies overlooking Morgantown early this morning. Down overlooking the Sexton Bill Bitter Skycam down in Gold City. We got some low-lying fog out there, so please be aware of that. Some of you all might be getting out on some low visibility on the way in on your early morning commute. Temperatures and dew points still at the uncomfortable stage, hanging out right around the 70-degree mark. Folks, we're going to have to deal with this for another day or two, but sweet relief is going to be arriving once we get that dry cold front that's going to be trying to pass south and east across the region. This afternoon, we'll be looking at highs anywhere around the upper 80s to lower 90s, so not as hot as what it has been over the past couple of weeks, but still going to be a little warm and uncomfortable in the great outdoors. Here's a better look at the surface map, folks, and you can see where our eyes are located. It is located right up to our north, where the cold front is trying to sag down from the Great Lakes and the Midwest. All right, keeping our eyes down on the south on Hurricane Debby as well, but around here, it looks like with the arrival of the cold front that it could deflect Debby a little bit more off of the East Coast in a little bit faster manner, right? So let's jump right into it and let's talk about what we can expect right here around our neck of the woods. Here we are working throughout today. As previously mentioned, Debby's going to be making impacts. You got any friends or family down in that direction? Make for sure they are taking the necessary precautions. Hopefully they got out of there if they were in the direct path with it, as they're expecting quite a bit of storm surge. Keep your eyes on this area of low pressure that's going to swing down to the south and east through the area. This is going to be arriving here late Tuesday night, and then as we get into our Wednesday, this is how the surface map is going to appear. We got the cold front located right here off of the north and east. We got the low pressure system that's going to dive bomb just to the south and east of the region, which is going to be taking its associated cold front along with it. This is going to be forcing Debby back out and to deflect north and east down onto the Gulf. So we're not expecting any weather impacts around here, at least what the current model members are showing. We will need to keep close eyes on it. This cold front was to hang up a little bit. We might get caught in an outer band or two that'll introduce a little more than some light rain chances to our vicinity as we work between the mid and latter part of the work week, all right? But ideally, what's going to happen is this cold front is going to pass through here, and this northerly wind component on the back end of the cold front is going to set up shop beginning Wednesday morning, and then, folks, just continuing throughout our Thursday, throughout our Friday. You can see here where I was saying Debby's trying to retrograde a little bit to the west. Right now, it's not showcasing anything, but it's expected to pull out and off to the east. And as it does so, we're going to have a reinforcing jolt with high pressure up here over the Great Lakes of that northerly wind component, folks, to usher in even cooler and less humid conditions throughout the weekend. So we're going to catch a little bit of a break Tuesday night into Wednesday, whenever the winds are going to turn out of the north. By Wednesday afternoon into Thursday and Friday, we're going to be feeling quite nice, but not nearly as nice as what it's going to feel as we progress throughout the entirety of the weekend that is expected to follow. And folks, it's not just going to be cooler temperatures. Take a look at the dew points up between the upper 60s and lower 70s throughout the entirety of today, out through the entirety of Tuesday. And then we get into Wednesday, folks, and look at the cooler, lower dew points arriving here out of the north with that passing cold front. We're going to be looking at dew points tanking all the way down, potentially anywhere between at times the upper 50s to lower 60s as we work into Friday. And then here we are looking at Saturday And then here we are getting into the final day of the weekend as we work into Sunday. So dew points all the way down into the mid and upper 50s, up between the low and mid 60s. Not going to be too bad whatsoever, folks, throughout the last half of this week. So drink it in if you get the opportunity. It always goes down smooth. Now, the other thing that we were talking about, folks, overlooking the latest from the National Hurricane Center. We have Hurricane Debbie making impact. Expects it to downgrade in strength very quickly down into a tropical storm. It won't take it very long. It should be downgraded to that here very shortly if it hasn't been already. And taking its sweet time, blowing off to the north and east, right off of the coast of the Carolinas and Georgia. Savannah looks like it could be taking a direct hit and then crawling up the east coast and then really overstaying its welcome. You can see where it's at right here this morning, folks, at 5 a.m. and then 2 a.m. Saturday. Just going to be stuck right there in the middle of North Carolina. So that'll be worth keeping close eyes on for us. Anyone who's got friends or family down here in the Big Bend, stretching up north and east through Savannah, up towards Charleston and Hilton Head, need to be aware. This could be bringing copious amounts of rainfall in addition to also a severe weather threat with localized flooding concerns that, as always with tropical systems, can get out of hand quite fast out there. Here's a full 5-day forecast presented to you by Ohio Valley Insurance here closer to home. Nothing but sunshine. We're going to keep it warm and muggy both today and tomorrow. Highs between the low and mid 90s. And then the passing cold front on Wednesday is going to par highs down Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to the upper 80s to lower 90s. And throughout our Saturday, mid and upper 80s, folks. Sunday, we might not be escaping the lower 80s for highs with dew points right around the upper 50s to lower 60s. It should feel quite nice in the great outdoors. That's going to wrap up your Monday morning Whether or Not Bowling Green weather forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a wonderful start to the new work week.